morning. Okay. When you hear the word disciple, what's the first word that comes to your mind? Everyone? Yes, nice job. And when you hear the word follow, the first thing you think of is? Disciple, exactly. I was thinking about what's the best animal that represents what a disciple does. Because a disciple follows. And I thought to myself, I grew up on a pig farm. Yeah, did you know that I was a pig farmer before I became a priest? Seriously, I smelled really good too. Oh yeah, pigs smell really good. Well, pigs, I thought, that's not a good animal for a disciple because you know what? Pigs don't follow. They're very stubborn. I'm not like that at all. They're very stubborn and they do whatever they want to do, okay? Then I thought sheep. I was like, no, my dad, he hates sheep, so I don't like sheep. Horses? No, my dad said horses are hay burners. They're not good for anything. They just eat hay all day and just look around. And then I thought to myself, no, the best animal that represents a disciple, because a disciple is one who what? Follows, is a dog. Yeah. Okay, so we all know that Phoebe the dog, the new school dog, I'm going to invite Mrs. Schmitz up here with Phoebe. Who's all seen Phoebe so far? Okay, great. Now, we all know, even though Mrs. Schmitz wouldn't say so, that Phoebe's mama is Mrs. Schmitz. Okay? You like Phoebe? Yeah, she's pretty cute, right? Mm-hmm. She's pretty chill right now. Well, you know what a dog does? The dog is always looking at his or her master. So Mrs. Schmitz is spending a lot of time with Phoebe, and you know what? Phoebe's always going to be looking for Mrs. Schmitz, right? And when Phoebe sees Mrs. Schmitz, as soon as she gets a little bit bigger and some more energy, she needs one of those 5-hour energy bottles right now, I think, right?
You missed her an hour ago.
Okay, an hour ago, she was really wound up. She will be, every time she sees Mrs. Schmitz, she'll be like wagging her tail, all excited, right? You all know Daisy, the parish dog, right? This is the school dog. Daisy is the parish dog. They haven't met yet, okay? Well, Daisy, the parish dog, every time that I go over to the house, she runs around all excited, and she just looks at me like this wherever I go. And then I go and eat, and she sits at the table, sits there, wagging her tail, just looking at me like this, like I'll pay attention. Well, that is how a disciple is to be with Jesus. That we know that Jesus is our master, and we're always looking towards him, to follow him, to see his face. Now here's the thing. A dog is a good example of what a disciple does, because a dog is always attentive, ready to follow the master. And when Mrs. Schmitz walks around the school, Phoebe won't even need a leash. She might be on a leash, but she won't need a leash. She'll just follow wherever Mrs. Schmitz goes. That's what a disciple does. You hear me? That's what a disciple does. That's how you follow Jesus. Now here's the thing. You are supposed to be not just any kind of a disciple, but a missionary disciple. That's a person who makes disciples. So everyone say the word missionary disciple. Now this is how it works. Phoebe follows Mrs. Schmitz. And you all follow Phoebe. I've been watching. Yeah, because everybody sees Phoebe and like, oh, Phoebe. They're so attracted to Phoebe. But Phoebe's following Mrs. Schmitz. Well, a missionary disciple follows Jesus, and everybody sees that missionary disciple, and they want to be around them. They want to be connected to them. because there's something beautiful and wonderful about that person. So a dog is the best example of a disciple. And not just any disciple, but a missionary disciple, because this dog is so out of energy. She didn't eat her Wheaties. She's had 3 walks today. Okay. She is always going to be following Mrs. Schmitz. A disciple always wagging their tail, their heart, with excitement to see Jesus. And then when that happens, we all kind of want to be around that person, just like we all want to be around Phoebe. And so I want you guys to keep this in mind. This is not just any dog. This is kind of our mascot for discipleship. I'm going to end with this. St. John Vianney, he's the patron saint of priests. He's one of my favorite saints. He came from France. He said, when you go to pray before the Blessed Sacrament, so you guys, we're going to have some time during the day. Every class will get to come before the Blessed Sacrament. When you pray, this is how you are to pray. When you pray before Jesus, he's going to be on that altar. He says, pray like a dog before his master. This is what the dog before his master does. He's just, eyes are looking at them, just waiting to receive. And so, brothers and sisters, when you think of disciple, the word is what? And when you hear follow, the word is what? Amen?